I was going out there tonight. Nice night. Get better and better than this. Early fall, leaves starting to change. Great time to be alone. Smoking my cigar. Which I don't know if I should give these up or not. I'm debating it. Anyway, what should I talk about tonight? Tickles my fancy. Well, here's something that I thought I would address in this video about I have in my news feed and on Facebook I have a lot of I've been following these I guess you'd call it, say, kind of the neo-Nazi group. They're kind of neo-Nazis. They're that element of the far right, David Dukeites, I would say. They're big into this white genocide theory, and I mean, statistics do show that there is a big disparity, and that black on white victimization and violence is, let's just say, it's wildly out of proportion, more so than what the mainstream media would want you to believe. And while in one sense I do, agree with those guys, I also have to disagree with them, because if there's this willful attempt to commit white genocide, or that it's going to be accomplishable in any near time or recent time. And I'm going to go with this, with the essence of cultural Marxism, as I've been discussing and I've been looking into. Here's the thing with that. Here is the thing. Well, first of all, let's go with the term white. What is defined as white now? It seems to have broadened, depending on the culture, depending on where you live, and here's where it is. Europeans, or those descended from Europe, and those who are predominantly, like myself, of that ancestry, are, I guess, considered white, And going from there, and if they look it, of course, too, and I look it, but, I'd be on the dark side of it. But here's another thing. Here's another thing. With cultural Marxism, as we know, in order for it to, as I've stated, that is kind of what the mainstream media is pushing, is this cultural Marxism, which there's an oppressor, a majority, an oppressive class who's making more, who's owning more, whose demand is greater, and then a minority class where the people are not making as much and not controlling as much. There has to be these two things in order for it to be implemented, or in order to work effectively. And if they are to eliminate, white people altogether, what does that mean? Or if even white people become the minority, the white European descended people become a minority, what does that mean? Well, then it's worked. Then they have to, or better yet, they'll have to create another group, or they'll have to expand their group into Asians, or maybe Hispanics, or mixed race people, like people who are mulattoes and stuff, and make them the new white, or whatever, So, to those who are really concerned or worked up about white genocide, I would say, remember Rome. If one understands Rome, done a historical study of the empire of Rome, how it was created, and how it was broken and eventually kind of ceased to be and was taken over. These processes took centuries, both the building up and the breaking down. So I guess it's something to keep yourself from going too far over the edge and getting too excited about when it comes to white genocide. I mean, there is a concern, but let's not get too wild or wacky about this. So, if anything, if it works too much, they're going to have to decrease it, or as I said, expand their group. They have to make it more than white people. They'll have to make Asians and Hispanics broaden that into the white category as well, rather than just Europeans. So, just something to take into account. So, just something always to ruminate over a little bit. With that, Trump is our best chance. So, with that, at the end of the day,